Q&A night because our previous podcast that we did, we said that we would take listener questions. Mike?
Yep.
Did you hear what I said?
Mm-hmm. Mentioned the
Yeah.
the thing from the previous
we're already
podcast,
live?
right? Yeah, but
Yes.
the
Mike, you have to put a fucking comma.
I gotta do what?
He said put a comma.
Separate gaming and talk if it's not, if they're different things.
Oopsie.
He said hurry up, you literally ass motherfucker.
Stop it and redo it?
No.
Can I what?
Can you stop it and retweet it, repost it?
No.
No.
Fuck that shit. Alright. We are officially live, guys. We're live.
Hello!
Oh.
Hello? Hello?
Alright. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, I know it's your first day on first day on the job.
Up! Fucking faggot. God. What's going on, everybody?
There goes half our viewers.
I know, right?
Alright, sorry, good crowd.
Oops. Alright, I'll be sure not
It's
to say
okay,
that
we
word
have
again.
our homosexual representatives.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
I'm
here to talk about
that's right. I completely forgot Artful and God of Death were fucking before we started the podcast. Of course.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But it's that's normal shit. This shit that happens every day, so.
Anyway, guys, shut up, God of Death. What is going on? My name is Tanek127, and I have brought 3 amazing guests with me. Cass1187, also known as Doskevz.
Oh, stop
The
it.
legendary ArtfulVengeance.
Hello?
And my good buddy, cousin, bro, and sexy piece of Espanol, God of Death 614.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Sexy piece of Espanol.
Piece of... You like that? You don't tell them about how we love each other? Huh?
And here he goes with the gay shit. But it's been a while, guys, since we did our last podcast. I went ahead and made a little name for this kind of thing, and we're gonna try and do it frequently, so more often, maybe like a weekly thing or something like that. But the last one we did, we were talking about doing like a Q&A for our next podcast, and we hadn't done one for like months. So here it is, and we're going to do that Q&A today.
Yes,
Okay.
you blinking over there, host?
What?
You blinking over there?
Yes.
Shooting blanks.
Well,
My apologies.
let me tag in real quick.
I had some technical
Like
errors.
saying, we had a podcast before, and we said, listeners, please submit your questions. For those of you that listen to the Blood Bros series, we used to interact with the people watching, and we used to give advice. It was funny because one kid actually said, hey, my younger sister is getting banged by an 18-year-old and she's only 14. What should I do? We told him go in there and kill him. Needless to say, we never heard back from this dude, so we don't know if he killed him or not. If he's in jail, I'm glad that he took our advice. If not, maybe he'll tune in again tonight and ask another question. But that's what we like to do. We like to give feedback on anything you can think of when we're not talking about games and other subjects. So
You guys should have had me help him, yo.
Had you help him, what the hell were you going to do?
I'd like rub his head and be like, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, via online.
Why not? I'll just type, put the freaking stars, like pound star, but like, it's okay. It's okay, he rubs your head. It's okay.
Alrighty.
So anyway.
Well, Connect, if you don't mind, would you like me to get into the first question here? I have the list of user questions that we got. Well, we narrowed it down to a few. We got several. We got about 50 questions last time we did this, and we narrowed it down to about 10.
Of course,
So,
yeah, of course. Whenever you're ready, bud.
We're gonna try to start this out. I'll read the questions, and anybody can chime in. This first one though, sticking with the whole gaming. Jeff in Ohio, he asked, "What's the worst video game you've played in the last year?" So, anybody want to start?
Call of Duty.
I knew that was
Nobody
coming.
saw that one coming.
I knew that was coming.
And the fucking Grand Slam left field. Woo! Call of Duty. Terrible. 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 Sucks.
Which one are you referring to?
I don't know. The last shitty one I played that was like all the other ones that I played that sucked.
What's up, True Star? Thank you for coming through, man.
What up, True Star? We appreciate your views.
Hopefully your stars are true. Alright, I'll let somebody else go in before I go to him.
Mike, what's your input? What's the worst game you played?
Worst game I've played in what, this year?
No, last year.
Or last year?
Within the last
In the past
year.
365 motherfucking days, Connect.
Past 365 days.
Gays! Yeah! Count backwards! What was the worst game you fucked? Out of the 365.
Me?
I'm gonna die on my own fucking podcast. Great. The worst game I've played. God. Shit. Honestly.
Overwatch.
You know what?
Battleborn.
Yes, you're right. Battleborn.
What, you bitch?
Shut up! Hey, calm. Got a death. Calm the fuck down.
What?
Calm down. Let me explain.
No.
Here's.
Let him clap his hands and explain to you.
I'm gonna let you.
All right,
I'm gonna
look.
let you.
I'm gonna do the African bumble clip. Shut the fuck up. Hold on, just wait.
Alright. Order in the court.
Alright.
Let's let Connect.
According to True
Mike,
Star here, the worst
follow
game
Mike.
I've played was DC Universe. That's definitely one of them. Oh, we got another viewer, Vaping Game. What's up, man? Thanks for coming through.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
I would vape right now, but it's upstairs. I'm too lazy.
Yeah, so instead we're gaming.
I'm not even doing that. To be
Right.
honest with you.
But I don't know. Battleborn was just the worst blend of MOBA and shooter ever. I mean, Overwatch, I don't really care for that either. But Battleborn is just terrible. And from the makers of Borderlands to make something like that, it's just. I don't even know. Like I love Borderlands. I've played every single one. That's my game. That's my shit. But fucking Battleborn.
Hey, Mike. Mike, you wanna know my game?
Okay.
What?
My game's fucking Battleborn.
I'm good, Vaping Game. How are you, man?
Alright,
Okay.
the worst
So we
game.
got 2 for Battleborn.
The worst game I played.
We're getting up there, guys. Got 4 viewers right now.
Oh shit. 4,000 in 10 minutes.
This tag shit's really working.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, well, God of Death, while you're thinking about it, I have a game that I would like to
Go ahead.
add in here. The worst game that I've played in the last year was whatever fucking Tony Hawk it was number that came out
Oh, God.
a couple months ago. Let me tell you, I rented that shit for one day, and I wish I rented it for 1 minute. That shit was terrible. When you think of Tony Hawk, at least me,
Dick pic pops up.
you should think about classic games, okay? All-time great games, greatest hits when it comes to PlayStation series. This would have been a greatest hit if I hit this shit somewhere as far as I could. This was a terrible game. I was so disappointed. Even Mike, who typically tries to find the best in games, after a few days, got tired of it and was like, "You're right. You know, this is actually truly shitty." They didn't have Creative Skater.
Oh my god.
The mechanics were dumb as fuck. The way they fell, it was like you were falling in GTA every single time.
I can agree with you on that
and
one.
it took a year to get up from the fall. You know, I gave it 24 hours. I wish I gave it 24 seconds. It was garbage. And that by far is the worst game I played in the last year.
Oh, you're Rise Plays 1999 from Twitch. Okay, yeah, I remember you, man.
Guys, is it my turn, yo?
Or Reese Plays. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, dude. My apologies.
It's probably Reese.
The worst game I've played in the past year has to be fucking Battlefront.
Battlefront?
Yes.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Ooh.
Really?
That's an unpopular.
That shit, no, that shit was the biggest disappointment I've ever seen in my life.
Elaborate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested in hearing your opinion on that.
DICE, the creators of the Battlefield series, fucking made this piece of shit game that I'm looking at. Bruh. The campaign you have to get with a fucking season pass, first of all. Second of all, the multiplayer isn't even that good, man. Mike, be honest.
No, it's not.
Thank you.
Battlefront was more of a day one hype thing for me.
I know, they hyped it too much. Like, they made it sound like it was gonna be the best game of this fucking year. But nope. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that in the background?
Like, bruh, if I wasn't planning on trading it in, I would have shoved this shit down the sink by now, yo. Like, I would have burned this thing in the fucking fire that I made yesterday.
What?
Why are you making fires?
Faith in Game asked if we're hype about Battlefield 1.
I am.
I mean,
I am.
Hype. It looks okay. Looks a little bit of a stretch for World War One, but I mean, doesn't look bad. I'll say that much. I'm not a Battlefield
Someone who
guy,
said it said that it's good, so I'm ready for it. Someone who played it, you know.
I think it'll be a nice break from shooting laser beams at each other and gravity spikes and all the other fucking bullshit. Yeah, because you can manipulate gravity. Yeah, makes sense.
Cass, weren't we just talking about that the other day, how much he loves gravity spikes?
We were in the middle of a match, and I said, yeah, fucking gravity spikes. I can hear Artful now. But yeah.
Alright.
So,
well, here's one that
those are the
Artful
worst
can
games.
elaborate on. Vaping Game also asked about, how about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare?
Oh, you mean fucking Star Trek 2.0?
Star Trek 2.0.
Alright, for what it's worth, I personally am excited about Infinite Warfare, but that doesn't mean shit. I get excited about every Call of Duty because I like Call of Duty, so even if this game sucks, I'm probably going to end up buying it anyway just for COD 4, but I don't know, I'm excited for right now. I'm just curious to see what they do with the multiplayer. I want to see it. We never know. I mean, it's space, so you know, obviously it's going to be some Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 type crap, but you never know. They might surprise us. When I first saw it, I was honestly thinking it was kind of a Killzone-ish looking thing, which actually made it appeal to me more, but I don't know. We're just going to have to see.
I like it.
Yeah, I like big maps too, man. My favorite map of all time in Call of Duty is actually Estate from Modern Warfare 2. Which, as you can see,
Worst map of all time.
my good buddy Cass here hates it, but that's...
My favorite map was a map someone tried to do Spider Monkey and jump on my head on, and it's Rust.
Alrighty.
There you go, True Star.
So,
Like, a few
just so
people in the party.
listeners know, if you just tuned in, listeners, we're going to be reading these questions. They're not all going to be gaming related, so we hope that you still participate and interact with us while we're doing this. We all got everybody's opinion on the worst game that they played in the last year. So, Bobby in Middletown, Delaware says, "What would you do if you were attacked by a bear?" Now, it sounds silly, but you know it's a listener question, and we want listeners to know that we're gonna answer these questions. So we'll start with God of Death. What would you do if you were attacked by a bear?
Attacked by a bear. I just accept fate and die. There's nothing else to do with the fucking bear.
Alright, see ya.
Wait, no, the only thing that I would do other than let myself die was to try to scare it off, but if that doesn't work, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, because you're gonna fucking scare it off. A 600-pound bear.
Well,
Vaping Game said tickle its balls.
No, Jared, if you act bigger than the bear, you can scare it off, but if it
How are you gonna act bigger than the bear?
Alright, Simba, you let me know how that works out for you.
No, I'm being dead ass. That's what it says. It says
You're gonna be a dead ass.
it's either that or play dead and then still die anyway.
No, the play dead might actually work better. So if this were me,
I'm gonna
first of
play
all,
dead.
if I couldn't run from the motherfucker, I
Can't
would like
run
to
from a
think.
fucking bear.
Well, you never. Some people can. I'm just saying, if I couldn't, there was no openings.
Okay.
All right. I would like to think that I would punch that fucking bear right in the face, and then I'd probably proceed to get my ass beat right afterwards. But truthfully, I'd probably try to be smart and play dead, or whack that fucker with some kind of stick or bat or something, and not stop.
Motherfuckers get mad as shit.
But I really don't know. I see me dying in every outcome. So.
Yo, he's gonna look at you and be like, "Bitch."
Or I just hit him and kick him in his nuts. They gotta feel that.
Just got vape juice in my mouth. Ugh, fuck.
So,
the fuck is
what
wrong
about
with you?
Artful?
Well, Vaping Game
I want to hear
said.
Tanek's response.
Well,
Okay,
Vaping Game said he's gonna throw a copy of FIFA 16 at every bear and watch it run away from that piece of shit. Now you said what? You want to hear my response?
Yeah, what would you do?
Honestly,
Because you're about the size of a bear.
pretty much. I'm gonna fight that bastard. I'm dead anyway. It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna swing.
On World Star.
And I'm going on World Star. I'm just gonna do everything I possibly can, and you guys are gonna see me do my big crazy ass grunts.
Mike has the best chance of killing the bear though, because Mike's the tallest one, man. Mike's the size of.
Fuck too. He doesn't know his own strength.
Yeah, you guys are just gonna hear my big,
Yo, he
my
would grab
big
that
grunts.
bear's wrist
No!
and snap them shits. No,
I
stop!
don't even think.
Y'all would hear me. Y'all would see
I don't
me
even
in the
think it's an
woods
attack,
just choking the shit out of a bear, going, "Shut the fuck up! Get off me!" And that's exactly how.
Bear? I'm not even fucking doing anything. Leave me alone.
And then die.
Yeah, that would be
And
me.
then die.
That would be me.
So what about you, Artful?
Alright. How many of y'all have seen the movie The Revenant?
I did.
No.
I have.
Okay. Alright, so basically what Leo did, where he got basically raped by a female bear, yeah, I would fucking do whatever the fuck I had to do. I would fucking punch that thing's eye socket out if I fucking had to. As it's ripping my arm out of its fucking socket and chewing on it, I'd be fucking beating the fuck out of it with whatever bone I had left to kill that motherfucker. If it was the last thing I did, I'd fucking take that bear with me.
Off of.
They both will die.
Oh shit.
But no lie, if that thing went straight from my dick and bit my dick, I'd be done. It'd
I
be
wouldn't even
over.
want to fight.
I'd be like,
sacrifice my life to him.
I'd be like, go for it, man.
There'd be no point in living after that.
Okay.
Fucking Yogi tear me up.
Well, we've all pretty much agreed either play dead, try to fight it. We're all dead.
Hey, we got a viewer submitted question.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, let's do that next.
Alright. If you were given $1 million, what would you spend it on? The thing you buy has to start with the first letter of your name.
Bitches.
Oh man.
Yes.
Hey.
Finally.
Hey.
Boobies.
I don't know what I could buy with a K for $1 million.
A kilo.
Yeah. Spend it on kilos so I can triple that. What else?
What would you buy?
A big fat joint.
Actually, it starts with a B.
Yeah! Joint starts with a B!
No, big starts with a B, so you gotta say joint.
I'm pretty sure I did. After I said big and fat.
Say a big fat joint.
Okay. Alright, how about the next? Mike, what
Dead to
would
me.
you buy?
$1 million, something that starts with an M.
Mm-hmm.
A lifetime supply of mac and cheese, boy. Woo!
Oh my god.
Well,
Yeah.
we know who's gonna be broke.
Well, we know who's gonna have a heart attack. Alright.
Oh, screw you.
I love it. Okay. Well,
True Star said I would be
that was-
meth
that was-
and monkeys.
That was actually
Yep.
a good. That was actually a good question. Made me
Yeah.
think there. I couldn't really buy anything with a K other than knives and kilos
Keychains.
and yeah, fucking
Fucking
garage full of
keychains.
You could buy cock.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys, you
Oh,
wanna
yeah, that
see
starts
my
with a
keychain
C.
collection?
Yeah. Motherfucker. Cock with a K.
Okay. So, Kelly in Michigan wrote to us.
Jake from State Farm.
This is the first girl asking a question, actually, so this is good. What do you find most attractive about a girl? And we'll start with the youngest in the group.
Oh,
You don't even
shit.
know, man.
Yeah, what did you say? I didn't hear the question.
What do you find most attractive about a girl?
Oh. Penis.
Vaping game,
Did
keep
you
that
just
one
say
right there.
penis?
We'll do that next.
Yes, he said penis. So,
Wow.
we'd like you to answer the question seriously. Unless you don't like girls, then that's fine.
Nah. It's like, nah. Alright. The best thing attractive about a girl. See, I would try to be a nice guy and say the right thing,
No,
but
be honest.
it's
Be
just
you.
honest. Boobs and butts.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me ask you this. And you ain't gotta feel embarrassed. It's online. Nobody knows who you are except us.
No, I'm not gonna feel embarrassed.
All right. You seen a pair in front of you yet in person?
Yes, but
Look, man, your moms don't count, alright?
no, I'm not talking about my mom.
I think I was about your age when I saw my first pair.
Yeah, I'm not Jero. I'm not talking about my mom.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's nothing gay either. Okay. I
I was in
promise.
an unfinished house.
Anyway,
Right. 2 doors down from Mike's house.
2 doors down? I love it.
anyway, so Mike, what do you find most attractive in a girl?
All right, we're talking strict. Yo, fuck you. we're just talking strictly physical, right?
Yeah.
Anything.
I mean, you could go.
You can go deep, big love. Go ahead.
You eat me,
Like the way
motherfucker.
she looks at me
But,
with those pretty green eyes.
Honestly,
I love her
and I have to go with
Cherokee.
I actually have to go with what Vaping Game said right here. I like eyes and the face.
Like a bird.
That's what I like. I like a pretty face, a cute smile, and don't get me wrong, I love me some ass and tits too, but I like a pretty
Tanak,
face.
Can
What?
you define a pretty face?
Oh man, here we go.
Oh boy. Oh, you're gonna get him killed, God of death. You're literally gonna be the God of death.
Wait, what did he say?
It starts with a C.
Oh God.
I love it.
Love it.
It's
Let's
okay,
see.
Tanak, you don't have to answer that.
Oh man.
Anyway, Jero.
Go ahead, Tanak. Keep going.
But yeah, just face, eyes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a nice body and everything too, like I was saying, but the face is what gets me, man.
Okay. Okay.
Well, here you roll your turn.
Oh, we all know yours.
Well,
She got a
besides
knife.
the obvious ass,
Yep.
And she
I'd
likes to
have
kill
to say-
motherfuckers named BB.
I'd honestly have to say
Oh shit.
she has to have a nice pussy. Cause look, alright, I've seen some fucking ugly ones, and like you just can't. You don't want to stay in that. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, well it's there now, so let me like fucking give it the dick. But after that, you're just like that. Yeah, I don't want to look at that every time, and I don't want to fucking do that shit. I hope a feminist is fucking listening right now. Oh my god, women are all beautiful.
Okay.
Even if it looks like fucking burn up bologna between their legs, I don't care. They're beautiful.
Yep.
Well, everybody in this chat knows my first answer.
Oh yeah.
I'm obviously a boob man, more so than other claim to be boob men. But the thing is, I don't just like big ones. It doesn't matter to me. I love them. Period. I've seen many different sizes, and it's just my. I don't know.
So you know what? I'm Cass. I'm gonna ask you. All right. So since you're the fucking connoisseur of tatas, what would your definition be of the fucking perfect rack?
To me, I don't know, because I remember having a conversation with somebody a while back, and they were like, they were all self-conscious, and they were like, oh, I saw a porno or something, and the girls, mine don't look anything like the girls, and I was like, you know that like a good 90% of porn stars get breast implants. Along with breast implants comes nipple reconstruction and all that good stuff. It's like, that's not what a natural girl looks like. You'd be surprised, how normal you actually are. I don't really necessarily know that I would say that I'd have a perfect rack in mind. I like them. I've, like I said, seen bigger ones. I've seen smaller ones. I've seen nicer shaped ones. I've seen not so shaped ones, I guess.
You talk about tits like they're fruit, bro.
I'm just saying.
They are.
I'm just saying. But no, besides that, because you can't
Succulent.
see those, you can't see that through a girl's shirt when you first meet a girl.
Right.
So, probably for me, one of the things that catch my eye the most is hair. I love long hair. Doesn't mean that's all I like, but
No, I thought you meant hair on tits. I was about to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So I mean, like,
Ew.
if a girl has nice hair, that to me that's like, that's a winner for me. That helps. I mean, I like eyes too and stuff, but I don't necessarily always appreciate eyes in every girl. You gotta have like certain type of eyes for me to be like, oh, I really love your eyes. I don't typically comment on eyes often, but
Right.
I don't know. And I mean, I like shorter girls. Always been a thing too.
I'm there with you.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Shorts definitely.
I do have to say, as far as tits, I think I like a set when they're large, but large in regards to the proportions of the girl. Like because you could have like a 5-foot girl and she got C's, but they're fucking huge on her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like. I like when they look massive, but I don't like fucking, like, if it looks like she's got 2 watermelons fucking floating in front of her face every time she walks. It's like, I don't know, man. And the other thing I don't like is fucking pancake nipples. That's fucking disgusting. That fucking sickens me. Yo, if a nipple takes up over half your fucking tit, you should just never show them. Because I don't know whether to like put them in my mouth or put them on a fucking skillet because they're fucking disgusting and I don't like them.
Yes.
Well, everybody, we all have our preferences. I don't know that I've come across any that bad ever, but I've heard other people have similar views on that. But like I said, I don't judge. I like a woman's body. Period. So.
Nice. We got two user submitted questions.
Okay.
Actually.
Out there.
Alright, the first one is, if you were to go to an island for 1 year, what 3 things would you take? And the second one is your opinion on Donald Trump.
Oh, we'll hold off on that second one.
Okay.
For the first one, since I finished, I'll start. On an island for 1 year. I need a lot of lotion. I'm assuming you can't bring a person.
Right.
I like baby oil instead.
Yeah, this dude would be fucking fishing with his sperm for bait and shit. Shooting a load in the water.
I don't know. 3 things you could never. It'd be almost impossible to live on an island alone for a year with 3 things.
Would you bring Wilson?
That's a tough one. I would. Fuck. I don't even know. Sunblock? I got burned up in 5 days. I can imagine living on an island for a year. Assuming resources were there to get your own food. I don't know, a grill?
I can see you fucking flipping a steak on a fucking island by yourself. Rescue Q crumbs, you're like, hold on, let me finish this. It's almost done.
And I guess, I don't know, I guess a bag of clothes? I don't fucking know. It's not a lot to go to an island with.
What would you bring to Nick?
Well, like Cass said, for one, a bag of clothes.
A dildo.
Yeah, a dildo. A fucking dildo. I was actually going to say my freaking PS4, but there would be no way to use power there whatsoever. Yeah, you know damn well I'd say that. You know damn well I'd say that.
You'd be holding it up waiting for a thunderstorm to shock you. Oh, fuck! I got some charge.
Something to read, some type of reading material. Whether it be a magazine, a book, or whatever.
Would you bring your floaty so you could
finish
swim?
the book in a week, you gonna read the same book for
And then, what else should I bring? Freaking... Honestly, some lotion or baby oil to freaking jerk my dick for the next 365 days, man. Honestly.
Alright, so we got lots of beating off.
So you wouldn't eat. Have fun.
There'd be food on a freaking island. I'll get a damn apple off a tree or something. I don't know.
Poisonous, yeah, because they have apple trees on islands. You'll be eating poisonous fruit.
Oh, well, at least I'll be getting a nut.
Yeah, but what would you bring?
Well, first off, I would bring some motherfucking shoes. Because I am not stepping on rocks and dead fish bones and whatever the fuck. And if it's like an island off Jersey, I'll be stepping on needles and shit. You know, I don't want to step on shit. Second off, I'd bring a knife because I'm going to kill whatever the fuck else is on that island and eat it.
Bring a gun. Fuck a knife. You savage.
No, I want a knife.
Make it easier on yourself.
No, I like the challenge.
We're going to be chasing wild animals. They're going to outrun them and shit.
I'd be fucking salty as shit.
Nah. Yo, Kev, nah. He'd be wearing those,
Throw the knife. You're going to throw the knife at an animal and it's just going to keep running with it and you'll never get your knife back.
Fucking pissed.
Nah, He's gonna be wearing those one shoe things he wore when we played airsoft. What the fuck are they called?
All those feet shoes. Shit?
Yeah.
Oh, my toe shoes.
Yeah, he's gonna be sprinting through the freaking
Fucking boogieing it.
All right.
And
What
my
about
third
your
thing, I
safety?
don't know what I bring. I probably just fucking bring a fucking fleshlight or something. I don't know. Alright.
Pocket pussy for the win.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I'd just be salty as fuck when I got sand in it.
Oh, chill, man.
My meat hurts just thinking about that, man.
All right. God of Death, BB. What would you bring?
Alright, so I bring clothes, shoes, food. Okay.
That's it. Done.
No, no.
Done.
Because none of your motherfuckers said that, okay? Fuck having a challenge, I'm fucking bringing food. Alright, let's see.
True Star said cannibalism confirmed about Artful.
Yep.
There could be
He ain't
people.
even gonna cook the animals. He's gonna eat them raw.
I don't care if there's fucking Aborigine people, I'll fucking eat every one of them. They're like half my size, they're like pygmy people, I'll just fucking eat them.
Alright, hold on. So I bring a weapon, like my dad's shotgun, even though I can't use it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many bullets you're gonna have, but... And after the first time it rains, it's gonna be like rest in peace.
Fuck you. Okay.
You
I'm
can bring
bringing
a tent.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Until it gets fucking wrecked in a hurricane.
Yeah. That's why I'm bringing a fucking coat. Okay. I'm bringing some hardcore fucking nails.
I think you already passed 3 things, but you know.
I think you're at like 7, but it's all good.
So bring to
From the survival kit.
Exactly, bring a survival kit. I'll bring a blow up doll, since you can't bring a person.
Just bring a blow-up doll and float back to mainland.
Exactly. Or bring a raft. Just,
Well, moving on. It's funny that you mentioned that second question, Mike. Because the next question on our list was from Jenny Middletown. How do you feel about the presidential race? So that can kind of group other user question. And judging by that sigh, I'd like to hear Artful first.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna speak as the white man from this, for this perspective, alright? So everybody wanted to vote Bernie because everybody wanted free college. Everybody wanted to raise minimum wage. The problem with that is, even if there is free college, there's no fucking jobs, so it doesn't fucking matter. As far as Clinton, I don't fucking trust anything she says. And me personally, I'm not going to vote, period, because I don't want either of them, so it doesn't really matter. And either way, it's fixed anyway, just like when Bush won by a landslide again because they didn't count the votes in Florida. I'm sure some other bullshit will happen and they'll put whoever the fuck they want in office anyway. But Trump, I feel like, is definitely supported by middle-aged white people who, A, no longer want a black president. And I'm speaking, I'm just flat out speaking this from experience and what I've heard. And they think that having some fucking multi-billionaire white businessman in office is going to make a change, when really, I mean, it's all his fucking bros that he's saying he's going to fight against, and I don't believe it. I think we're going to get so fucked, there's going to be no middle class, and it's just going to be another fucking 4 years of hell. So,
Well,
that's my opinion. Sorry it wasn't
back
so
off
funny.
that. No, I mean,
Hey, it's honest.
It's a
There's
more
nothing wrong with
serious
that.
conversation.
Yeah.
But to piggyback off that, my biggest thing is, and I know that people will give a lot of flack because they're going to think that it's like, oh, you don't want Hillary to win because it's a woman. I don't care less if it's a woman. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, I don't care. But I don't think Hillary is the right woman. And
I don't think so either.
I say that because of all the shit that we keep finding out about her. and how often she's changed her, stance, so to say. It's just inconsistent. I also think that people think just because Bill was good, Hillary will be good, and I think Bill Clinton was one of the greatest presidents we've ever had.
Agreed.
And I do not agree that she's just going to all of a sudden be as good as him. I really think that neither candidate is that good. Bernie had a lot of good ideas, but it goes to show you can get the young people behind you, but not enough young people still go out there and vote either.
Right.
So, I don't know. I kind of feel like, depending on how it turns out, they may fuck up everything that all the progress we made. Believe it or not, Obama's been a solid president, and when you talk economically, even though we're not at the most, I guess, economically efficient that we've ever been, or whatever, the increase from where we started to where we are has been the largest increase of any president aside from Franklin Roosevelt. And but people will deny that. People won't agree. And I mean, I don't hear nobody complaining when they got a $5,500 Pell Grant to go to school while Obama was in office. I know I used it.
Right.
And so I don't know, but either way, I don't know. It's gonna be rough. Trump wins. You can find me in Costa Rica. I already have a plan. So
I think it's going to be really bad when Trump wins because he's saying he's going to tax all the billionaires, but you can't tax people on what they have sitting in their bank account. You can only tax the income they earn. So anybody that's trying to come up or make it into the next tax bracket or become successful is going to have an even more difficult time trying to reach that. So, I mean, and as far as Obama, I think Obama's been a great president. He was handed a shitty fucking, a poor state for the country, thanks to Bush, who just wanted to send us to war and blow all our money to get his daddy's fucking arch enemy. And I think Obama did okay. But I know a lot of, again, middle-aged white people don't agree with that. They just see, hey, it's Obama. I hate him.
Pretty much. That's sad. I mean,
all right, Tanek.
All right.
Take us away with the black vote.
Honestly, I don't even know if you can say that I look at it from a black perspective. Honestly, Obama definitely like you guys both said, a solid president. He was handed the country in a very shitty state, and he's definitely done what he can in the state that it's in. But as of Trump, I personally feel like with Trump or even Hillary, the country is going to go to shit either way. One person just wants to tax and kill everybody, while the other person just wants to hand out a bunch of free shit. And I think both ways are just going to leave the country in more debt, more problems than it already actually has. And your point that you made with Trump was very good. He's going to try and just tax a bunch of billionaires. He's not going to get anything from their bank accounts, but people who are trying to grow and get up are just gonna be screwed. And thank you, Butterdust. And the microphone I'm using is a Astro headset. Yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on it. I personally think the U.S. is fucked no matter what, and I want to go to Japan. Fuck this place.
Yeah, I want to go to Japan.
I don't know why Mike wants to go to Japan.
So
I know why I want to go to
how
Japan.
about for the young one, have you paid attention at all?
Yes.
During this race?
Fuck both. I want to be president. Boom.
Thanks for coming through, Vaping Game. Have a good night, man.
Take it easy, man.
And good luck at the interview.
Alright.
I don't care about either.
Moving on.
I don't care about this election.
We got one more girl question and then back to gaming. So
Joanne from State Farm.
what would your ideal
Joanne
wife,
from Nationwide.
This is from another Jen in Middletown. What would your ideal wife / girlfriend be like?
Damn right, True Star.
So, since God of Death didn't have much to say earlier, he can do this one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
At your age, what is an ideal girlfriend to you?
Girlfriend?
Yep.
Wife, whatever, like your dream girl.
You're not getting married right now, so.
Okay, so.
He'll be married tomorrow and shit.
Okay,
He'll get married before
girl.
I do.
A girl who finds me funny. Girl.
Well, good luck ever finding that, I mean.
I know, Gerald. That's why I have you. Anyway, a girl with the, big trunk and
Big trunk.
big boobs.
What, on her car?
What? You got a problem with it? Hell yeah, man! I need a lot of space for all the condoms on the bike.
Yeah, she'll drive the El Camino. Just fill up the truck bed.
Why not?
Of her car.
Bitch, you driving a pickup truck? Fuck you. Anyway.
Okay.
So a girl. She has to have a good personality.
You know what? I'm really curious about this. Hold on. God of
She
Death.
has to.
What kind of girl is your type? Like, what do you like? Like,
Yeah, right
country
now.
white girls? Do you like fucking black girls? Do you like fucking mamacitas?
We'll get to that one next, Butterdust. I got you.
Okay, to be honest, I don't even care like what race they are. I've seen like many good-looking girls from each race, so.
Well, what do you typically go after right now? What have you had the most?
What do I go after right now?
What attracts you? Which type attracts you?
Okay. So far, mixes, I guess.
Okay.
Interessante.
Because like you get the most of both qualities.
How about Tanek? How about Tanek?
Okay. And it's what do I want in a girlfriend?
Your ideal girlfriend or wife?
Okay.
Emo white chick.
Honestly, and Artful's somewhat correct, but the main feature I would I would like in a girl is really just a supportive person that gives a fuck. In all honesty, like don't get me wrong, like
Roasted. Get roasted.
Woo!
But like, of course, there's the whole physical attraction thing. I would have this image I love, but like just someone who likes me for me. Thinks they don't have to be necessarily interested in what I do, but thinks it's cool or interesting enough to support it or give a damn about it. And that's just not even pursuing it as a career. Just accepting it as a hobby for what it is. That's all. I'm not really super picky. I don't ask for much.
I like that. That was well, I don't know. Any chance who is listening?
Huh?
Any chance someone is listening?
I doubt it.
Well, I'm gonna just go out and tell the viewers that Tanek has a girlfriend, and we got hype when he said that because he basically threw a cheap shot at her. And I love it personally, and I know Artful loves it. But yeah, so that's why we said woo, because it was a swift jab and a mean uppercut. I loved every second of it. So okay, moving on. How about Artful?
Let's see. Alright. So my ideal type of girl.
What?
Well, she's either got to be A, Asian or Hispanic, B, love sucking dick. like
Yeah.
when I come home, it has to happen. Like, she just wants that fucking cock in her mouth. And I'm just like, here it is. It's been 8 hours. Fucking plunk it in. So besides that, just, just someone who's nice and who gives a shit, really. I mean, that's really all you can ask for. And sucking dick, so.
Nice.
Well, for me, I mean, I love white girls, but I wouldn't
White
mind
girl.
another type of girl. More so, you guys all made good points about being supportive. I think that's very important because as you get older, you start to think about things that you haven't done or have always wanted to do, and you want to, try your hand at something, and you need somebody who's a little supportive. I'd also like if they knew how to cook. Now, I'm not saying they had to cook everything. I can cook. I like to cook, but I don't like to be the only one to cook. So,
Right.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that's something that's more geared towards Hispanic girls and other ethnicities where they kind of the culture kind of has the moms taking care of everybody before themselves. So if the girl could cook and kind of have that little mentality, I'd like that. I'm not saying they have to bow to me or anything like that. But
Artful, you got
yeah.
True Star dying.
I mean, I think everybody else made good points. I kind of roll with everybody else.
Right.
So you said we had a user question?
Yeah, we actually got two. First from Butterdust, what are our favorite types of games now? And the second one is from Austin Hurley. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming through. It's, do we think Battlefield 1 was overhyped?
Hard to say. I haven't played it, so I don't.
Yeah,
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it briefly earlier. Someone asked about it. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm super excited to give it a try, but it was a little appealing. Seemed a little over the top. Maybe we'll find out that's the case or not. So
Yeah.
I think gaming as a whole has gotten to a point where now something new and refreshing is going back to the old ways. Whereas before it was doing something with cybernetic arms and other fucking retarded bullshit.
Yeah, I personally think it's going to be overhyped regardless, just because people are so sick of the future shit that anything that looks like it's in the present time or under is going to be like a freaking just a naked hot chick like in front of you. So
okay. Well, to group that other question out, because the last gen in Middletown also asked, "What's your favorite gaming platform?" So we can answer that each, and then we can answer the type of game that we like to play. Anybody wants to take the first shot?
So platform?
Platform, and then what's your favorite type of game nowadays? That was the user question, or the active listener question.
I'll let Tanek answer that.
what? The platform or the game?
Yeah, both.
Together.
Okay.
Your favorite gaming platform and your favorite type of game you play currently.
Okay. My favorite platform. Once upon a time, it was Nintendo, but I honestly have to say it's firmly PlayStation. And thanks to all my console jumping back and forth with Xbox, I've owned a few Xbox systems. I've owned a couple PlayStation consoles, and no matter what I do, no matter what kind of handheld I dive into or anything, I always end up going back to PlayStation. So I definitely think PlayStation is my favorite platform. It's definitely grown on me since I started on it with the PS2. And my favorite type of game right now, honestly, regardless of the hard time I've had with the game, I want to say it's between open world RPGs and honestly MMOs. I mean, I've had some, rough edges with Final Fantasy 14, but I do love the MMO concept. That's why I'm struggling so hard to find one that I really enjoy, because I really do actually like the genre and how it works a lot.
Golden State.
Okay. Before I answer, did I hear correctly that your first Sony was PlayStation 2?
Yeah, the first official PlayStation I owned was a PS2. My brother actually had the PlayStation 1, and I played his.
Okay, well you had a PS1 in your household.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then. I was about to kick you out of the chat. But okay. I think it's safe to say that everybody in here is going to say PlayStation is their number one platform.
Yes.
But
Yep.
that is mine. And we were actually just talking about that because I don't know. I was telling Tanek right before the stream while we were talking about how the show was gonna go. I was telling him I really love the PS3, and I mean I do love the PS4 too. But when it came time to sell my PS3 to somebody, and I looked at my collection of games, I was kind of sad. I think PS3 was a really, really, really good system.
Yeah, it was.
But as far as currently, I've for the longest time when these guys first knew me, I was a big sports guy. I sports everything, and then occasional shooter here and there. And then for the last 7 years, I was a big shooter guy. I loved Call of Duty. You know, I've kind of fallen out of love with it lately. I mean, I have them all, but I don't necessarily love them like I used to. And, you know, I don't necessarily... I just bought a sports game a couple months ago for the first time in many years. But I love fighting games also, specifically Tekken and Fight Night. So whenever they ever get dropped, I always make sure I buy those. But these guys have put me on to playing Dark Souls and Bloodborne recently. And, you know, I'm really enjoying those games. And it's typically not my type of game. I hate the fucking scary demons and shit. And I jump most of the time that I'm playing it. But, you know, I do enjoy it. And I love the PvP aspect to it. I love competing. So when I learned that we could fuck each other up, I jumped on it. And, you know, so I enjoy playing with these guys, but I also love to fight in the games.
Nice.
Who's up next?
For me, it's obviously PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo hasn't offered me anything that interests me since Game Boy Color. No, excuse me, Game Boy Advance. Alright, I'll go that far. Xbox, I had the first Xbox, then I had a 360. Ditched the 360 and went to a PlayStation 3, loved PlayStation 3. Tanek had to fucking drag me kicking and screaming off of the PlayStation 3. But as far as PS4, I mean, I like PS4, I like the updated graphics and stuff, but I don't know, I just think PS3 was one of the most solid systems, and
Yep.
I just remember when it first came out, and that price point was just a killer. I mean, paying, what was it, $500 or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
600. Yeah. I was like, fuck that. That's why I went Xbox. That's why everybody went Xbox. Because it's shit's ridiculous. Who's going to pay that? But the only thing that kills me is that there's no backwards compatibility, that none of the shit that I bought on PS3, on the PlayStation Store on PS3 transferred over. Like, all my like, I bought Final Fantasy VII already. Why can't I have it on here? What the fuck is the difference? There is none. It's all data. Let me download it. Quit pissing me the fuck off, PlayStation. Holy fuck. I don't want to rebuy it for the 5th time. But as far as games that I'm currently interested in, obviously Final Fantasy XIV. I'm on it right now. Dark Souls. Definitely one of my favorite games. I love the PvP, but I also love the story. Big, you know, when I watch YouTube videos, I usually watch Tanex or Epic Name Bros or General Sam. That's pretty much my go-to, and that's pretty much all I watch. So I love hearing about the lore in the games. You know, those games I can dive deep into and get a feel for the world and, you know, learn something about. It's cool. I like stories and games and shit, so I think that's, for a long time I played Call of Duty and I was into the shooter thing, but doing the same exact fucking thing for 16 prestiges got kind of old. I was like, alright, this is like slapping my nuts against a controller for a year until the next game with a brand fresh new skin comes out, and then I slap my fucking nuts against the controller again for no fucking reward whatsoever. Whereas in an MMO, you can continue and make new classes and continue progressing and blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, I mean, that's just my outlook on games. I don't know if I'll ever return to shooters, but I don't know. Maybe someday there'll be something that'll pique my interest a little bit.
Still like Tekken too.
Yes, and Tekken. I don't know if I'll be getting the new one, though.
I'm still trying to get him to get the new one when it comes out. I got a few months to work on that.
Very well said, Artful.
God of Death.
Thank you.
Favorite game?
Yes. Favorite
It has
genre?
to be either Dark Souls or Xenoverse. I like RPGs and MMOs.
Alright. Favorite platform?
And, the one I'm playing on right now.
And you like being a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, God, Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah.
Times 10.
Okay. Well, Chris in Florida asked us, "What's in your current playlist?" So I will go ahead and start this off. I'm predominantly a hip hop guy, although I haven't been lately. I did just come back from Firefly Music Festival over here on the East Coast in Dover, Delaware. I spent 5 days out there listening to people that I wanted to hear, and I will say that I was never a big Deadmau5 guy, but I want to start listening to him more. He had a really good show. I've been listening to Major Lazer lately, a lot of EDM, but surprisingly I've also been listening to a lot of pop. I feel like pop for the last year and some change has had some much better songs, so I have a little range of music that I've been listening to lately. Just like I was saying, Major Lazer, Kygo, DJ Snake, Alessia Cara, G-Eazy's not bad, Chainsmokers, I'm really feeling them. Who else? Shawn Mendes, he's a little more poppy than all those other ones, but I like what he puts out. And 21 Pilots, not bad. I like their radio songs, but I've been branching out a little more, not so much hip hop like I used to be. But I wanted to say I did get a chance to watch 2 different rap performances back to back. I also saw Ludacris, which was great. But let me just tell you guys, all you youngsters out there, if you're a fan of Fetty Wap, fucking throw out whatever you have of his. He's a terrible performer. This motherfucker's DJ spun for 45 minutes on an hour show, or hour 15 show, and he came out and did like 25-30 minutes of performing, and it was terrible. It was garbage. He finally got to his hit song, and even that was shitty. He's clearly not a good performer.
Fuck Fetty Wap.
I hope he gets better for the sake of people who like him. But the show on the same stage an hour later, A$AP Rocky, was surprisingly one of the best rap shows I've ever watched. And I'm not a big A$AP Rocky fan. I maybe know 3 songs. But I watched it, and he really looked like a professional performer out there. He had the crowd. He gave a lot of energy to the crowd. The crowd was eating it up. I was eating it up. And I told myself that I'll make it a point to try to listen to some of his stuff when I get back. So that's my playlist currently.
And good night, God of Death.
Yo.
Alright, so God of Death.
Before you get kicked off.
God of Death.
Yes.
What's in your current music playlist? What are you listening to lately?
I listen to like basically everything.
Okay, so give us some examples.
Okay, so in my playlist like right now, I wanna go on Spotify and just start listening to songs.
No, we don't need to hear music right now. We're not trying to get a ban
Oh,
on YouTube
no.
again.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm not saying I was gonna play them. I said I was gonna list them.
Hey, YouTube, if you're out there listening, fuck you. It was 10 seconds of Taylor Swift.
Bruh. Anyway, so you want me to list some songs that I like? Alright.
Yeah.
For starters,
Sure.
this new
Just
song,
name some
Ultimate, that I just heard. You know, from Bell Curry.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna list artists, like you said. So, I don't really know what's his name. I just know he made a country song. Like a bunch of them, and I like them. So there you go, country. You got, I like classics. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're being so descriptive right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Such a
You know.
great,
I like a
young
country song,
person's
and
perspective.
Yeah, we'll go on Spotify right now and list some songs that are on my playlist, but my brothers are playing 2K right now.
Okay.
we'll kill them.
Oh, matter of fact, you guys can resume this game in a bit. Hey, bitches. Yeah, fuck you. You bitch ass. You don't let me play.
Life is
Okay.
good as the oldest brother.
While he's doing that, Tanek, what's some current stuff you're listening to? Or what are you what kind of things are you listening to currently? It doesn't have to be current. I'm just like
Right. I do still have a taste for a little bit of hip hop and R&B and stuff, but mostly I'm a rock, metal, and J-rock kind of guy. I do like some pop. I actually do like Taylor Swift a lot. I listen to a lot of her music.
Too.
And
I'm glad somebody else brought it up. I was just thinking about that.
I'll honestly confess I actually purchased an album of hers about 2 weeks ago. I'm sitting in my car and I honestly don't remember the name. Shut the fuck up.
Cause baby, I could build a castle.
If I ever saw your 6'5" black ass driving around, listening to some Taylor fucking Swift swinging in your dreads, I would fucking snipe you out of the car, just like in GTA, and watch the car roll right by me and not feel one fucking ounce of guilt.
Like, you guys, didn't she make that song Trouble? Was that Taylor Swift or?
That was written about me.
Okay, yeah. I actually
For those of you that
like that song a whole lot.
Look me up at Doskevz, Doskevz. You scroll back maybe 2-3 rows, you're gonna see a Throwback Thursday picture of me and Taylor Swift the night she met me, which led to all these songs that were written about me. So, but anywho, continue on.
But yeah, so I do like some pop, but it's mostly just rock, J-rock, and metal. And Rip got a death. Bye bye. But yeah, how about you, Artful? What's cool. In True Star even said real talk he fucks with Taylor Swift, so.
Yo, a lot of people do.
Oh my god, it's a movement.
I fuck with Taylor Swift heavy. I mean, I fucked her. That's why she wrote all the songs about me. And she's newly single. I knew you missed me, Taylor.
Yeah.
So Artful.
My musical tastes, like, I can listen to an album for like a fucking year. Like, I get the value out of anything I fucking buy. But right now, I'm just still listening to the usual heavy metal. As far as rap, none of the music, I guess you can call it that, that's been coming out lately has really caught my interest. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really had too much to listen to or really had time to listen to. I mean, I just have my same old shit in my iPod and I just listen to it and going back and forth from work. So
right. I found myself
not really
doing that too.
Yeah. I mean, occasionally I'll try to pop on the radio and listen to something, and I'm just like, this song fucking sucks, and I go back.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, I think the days of the radio are slowly coming to an end.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay. Mike, did you say we had a user question or a listener question or no?
They were the game related ones. We did those already.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, moving on. We have Derek in California asked, "What's your biggest fear?"
Go ahead, Tanek.
Well, we're gonna start with mine.
We know Tanek has a few fears. So
yeah, and we're gonna we're actually gonna use yesterday as a prime example. Cass, would you like to tell the story, or should I?
I'll let you tell him.
Okay. And this is gonna sound crazy, guys, and it honestly makes me look back and reevaluate my life, and I just want to, get over a lot of shit. And I kid y'all not. And yesterday I went to a nice spot on the water with my pal Doskevz here, and there was a pier, right? That's what it's called, a pier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we got up the stairs of the pier and then to the bridge point. And I was afraid to walk across the bridge because I have a fear of heights. And keep in mind that this bridge was only probably 10, maybe a little bit higher feet in the air. And because it was heading to the center and surrounded by water, I was freaking out. I was literally standing at the edge of this bridge, ready to have a fucking anxiety attack because I hate heights that much. Like, I can't really get on a roller coaster. I could end up taking my kids to freaking Six Flags one day and be like, "Hey, Daddy, we're afraid to go on this roller coaster. Can you soothe us?" And I'll be like, "No, guys, I'm a bitch. I can't." And I don't want to. I'm just being honest. I don't want to be that guy. So heights is my biggest fear, but I'm definitely willing to get over it and do whatever it takes. And yesterday was just definitely a big wake-up call and example for me to get rid of that.
I will say, in Tanek's defense, I did get him to walk out to the far end of the pier. He was a little afraid to look out, but I kind of just told him, I was like, "Sturdy bridge, man, you'll be okay." And I kind of told him, I said, "This is a chance. You think about the shit that you've been scared to do your whole life. You can do some of it right now by walking out here." I had to walk with him, but he did come out there, and hopefully that's the start of him starting to take a little more risks.
Yep.
So before we continue on real quick, I had one user actually message me and say, where do you comment to ask questions? How do they participate in the live feed? I gave them the link to the stream.
Okay. They just need to there should be a section that says comments on like the bottom of the video. It should give them the option to comment.
Okay. Alrighty. So also, I used to tell Tanek back in the day when we were younger. I used to always say, "Mike, how are you afraid of heights? You are heights," because he is like really tall, and I'm tall too, but he's taller than me, and I just never understood it. And he has this dream of going to E3, and I just asked him yesterday. I said, "How the fuck do you plan to get there? You gonna drive? Take a whole fucking week to get out there, or because you got to fly on a plane?" And so he thought about that, and I think now that's why he was telling you guys that he thinks he's gonna really try to put in some work and try to work on some of these things because he doesn't want to miss out on opportunities because of any kind of fears that he has.
Yep, definitely.
How about you, Artful?
I have a few. Well, it's hard to pick one that I would say. I think the biggest one, but it's not like I've had a traumatic experience or anything that led to it. but for some reason, I just think about claustrophobia.
Mhm.
So, I've seen in a lot of movies where these dudes, they'll get into like these fucking pipes or something to, I don't know, escape from prison or whatever.
Right.
And it's like it's just them in that pipe, and I'm like, yo, I don't know if I could do that shit. Like, I don't know if like a body-sized pipe, crawl the fuck out,
Right.
you know, and like, what if you get stuck? You can't go back. You're, I don't know. Fuck that shit. I couldn't do it. I don't think, I'd be like, fuck it, we're dead.
I hear you.
I don't give a fuck. But besides that, I probably just fucking spiders, man. I can't stand fucking bugs that like, especially shit that like just like, I think one day I was just like laying in bed chilling, and like I just felt like a spider like crawl on my neck. I was like, fuck, and like I couldn't sleep the rest of the night because I was like checking my sheets continuously. I don't know. I just was like, ugh.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
I hate
that.
spiders,
Fuck
dude.
spiders.
I can't
That shit is
stand
fucking-
spiders
Just the feeling of something
crawling on you.
crawling, and it's like, like I know it ain't gonna hurt me. Half of them aren't poisonous, and I mean, even if you get bit by a black widow, it's curable and all that. But it's like, fuck that, man. I don't like shit touching me. Don't fucking touch me, bugs. Stay the
Yeah.
fuck off of me.
Yeah, I can't stand spiders. I hate spiders. I can't stand bees. No, it ain't
Yeah,
even-
my mom was like deathly afraid of bees, and
Yeah.
I think I picked that up from her because like as soon as I hear the bzzz, I'm like, fuck, get away from me. No.
Yeah, it's not even that I'm afraid to get stung. I can't stand that sound. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even flies, they piss me off, freaking buzzing around my ear 24/7 and shit. I can't stand it. All right. Did Cass disappear?
Yeah, I think he's on Burb.
Okay.
So do you want to take this time and kind of talk more about your podcast and your future plans for this and other
Yeah, we
stuff?
can.
It'd be a good time to insert it. Oh, never mind.
Or is he back?
I think.
And I apologize for that.
Oh, you're good.
No problem.
You're good. We were actually just getting ready to get to your turn.
Good. Well, I don't know what did you say after spiders? Just that? You kind of
Yeah,
expanded
pretty
on
much.
that? Okay. Yeah, he does hate spiders, guys. Not even kidding.
Fuck that.
But let's see. For me, believe it or not, I do not like mice. I hate mice.
Mice? Really?
Yeah, I just never really cared for them. I don't
I had
fuck
no
with,
idea.
frogs either.
What?
Well,
Yeah,
what
I
about
don't like
snakes?
frogs. I wouldn't be afraid of a snake. I wouldn't want to go near one, but I wouldn't be like, oh my god. I never liked clowns. I don't fear them per se, but I never liked clowns. It was a scary movie to me growing up. Was a
Oh, you're
grown-ass man
gonna
before I
hate
ever
me.
watched that movie by myself. But yeah, not too much shit like that truly scares me, to be honest with you. It's the only thing my biggest fear, I guess, would just be like,
Oh,
not
eat me, true
having-
star.
Not having made an impact on the people that I've been around. Like if I was just unmemorable. So I guess that'd be my only biggest fear. I mean, everybody wants to be successful, but like
I just
super
wanna
rich and
be-
all that.
I just
Yeah,
wanna-
I mean, I wouldn't regret it if I never became super rich, but if I felt, I guess basically if I felt like I lived with no purpose or no meaning, then that would probably be like my biggest fear / regret if I died. But yeah, other than that, other shit like that doesn't truly scare me. I don't really get freaked out by much. But I hate mice. When the motherfucking mice comes, I want to kill them every time. I set up a million traps.
Well, we do
I love
have
Frogs.
another user-generated question, and God of Death has actually joined us in the chat saying that he can't get back online.
Yeah. I
So
figured.
Yeah.
True Star asked, "How do you feel about death?"
That's a good one.
I like that question. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Tanek. I like Tanek leading.
Okay. Honestly, me personally, I'm not gonna lie. Death scares me, and I personally have found 2016 to be one of the most horrifying years because I see people dying left and right. A close friend of mine even actually died this year, and I just lost an uncle roughly 2 years ago. And honestly, I think being afraid of death is part of the reason I have health anxiety, because being afraid to die, it's just, I don't know, I think mostly when it comes to death, I think it's the fear of what happens after you die that probably sits in most people's head, just the fear of not knowing what the hell happens. Do you go to a heaven?
There ain't no heaven out there.
Yeah, do you go to heaven? Do you go to hell? Do you just freaking sleep for all eternity? Like, what happens? I mean, I have my own, beliefs and stuff, of course, but, I guess it's just that fear of not knowing and leaving, what you're comfortable with. Yeah, I hear you, True Star. Death scares me too, dude, so don't feel bad. And alright, God Def said he just accepted that it's going to happen no matter what. Live life while you can. That's a good answer. I mean, we're all going to die one day, but... So who's next?
You want to go, Cass?
Sure. I don't fear death. I'm not one to say that doesn't mean that I like live all dangerously and shit, and because I'm not afraid, not like that. I know it happens, and myself, I've been around 2 funerals past year already, and I know that it's not a good time for the people involved. I'd like to think, just like with the whole fear question, that if I die, I leave some kind of positive impact behind. Unfortunately, you can't really predict these things. You could live your life as straight as possible, never do drugs, never drink, never eat bad, exercise every single day, and you could get fucking hit by a car, or you can get fucking killed. We've seen what happened at the Orlando nightclub or whatever, and I mean, you can't stop another person from doing something to you. So, I try to personally live every day just enjoying myself, because the fuck you're gonna do once you're gone. And I mean, I would just hope that when it's my time, that it's eventually people will be able to kind of remember more positive than being upset. I know it's kind of hard to do that when it happens, but like I have a good buddy, John. Shout out to John. He's out there listening. He's good at trying to be positive and make you laugh and stuff during those kind of times. And he said the same thing. He said, because you can't go nowhere serious with him, right? This motherfucker will laugh at anything. And he basically told me, he was like, I'm gonna laugh at your funeral too. And he was like, and you better laugh at mine. And I mean, truthfully, like, you gotta find things to laugh about. I mean, I know that people are more, there's certain people that are more important to you, and it's gonna have a huge toll on you when their time happens, or you to them. And but you just gotta remember that days are limit. Your days aren't promised, so it's really about what you're doing each day, making sure that you're taking advantage of everything that's out there while you can. So,
yep, right.
Artful.
Well, I mean, like you guys have already said, my view is pretty much that the shit's inevitable. But I think it's just it's crazy when you actually like I don't know if you guys have ever sat there and just thought about it like say you do live a full life and you hit like age 60
Mm-hmm.
and let's just say okay your significant other is the one before you and there's kind of to me there would be a regret. I want to go before. Like right now, I want to go before my girlfriend goes. That's just something that I've thought about.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just like I've talked to like when I was talking to Fred, I asked him about it one time, and I was like, do you think about it? Because he was like he's probably 70 now. And I'm just like, do you guys think about it or whatever? And he said, there's no point in thinking about it because it's just going to happen. You're just going to not wake up one day and then that's going to be it.
Right.
But it makes you think, it makes you try to like think like, okay, I have this limited time. Like right now, next year I'm going to be 30.
Oof,
And
bring that up, man.
yeah, and hopefully, God willing, I have at least 30 to 50 more years of life left. But who knows? I mean, like you guys say, you can fucking get nailed by a car tomorrow and that's it. But it's like, okay, it starts ticking on your mind that I have X amount of years to get whatever I need to get done. And that's it. And then, people sit there and they question the purpose of life and all this other shit. And to me, even though I don't have kids, I really feel like it's really just to have kids. I mean, that's the only MO of any animal in nature is to just fucking have more kids. So, I mean, it's just to pass on and hope for a better outcome for them and to hope that they have a, better life than you had and an easier life, but I don't know. I mean, those are just the things that I'll sit there and I'll think about at night, like, wow, like I'm fucking 30. Like, could be halfway dead already. And that's it. And it's like, okay, like, yeah, I have the amount I've lived now to continue to live, but it's like, how much shit can I get done before then? What steps should I take? Am I doing the right steps? Am I doing the right thing and making the right choices? But I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter. In the end, you fade away. In the end, that's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, hopefully your contribution is remembered by your friends and family, but I don't know. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, God of Death, I agree with you there. It's a very grim, dark topic. Anyway, next subject. Let's shed some light on this shit. Holy hell. I feel like I'm fucking standing in a graveyard right now. Fuck.
Alright. We got a question from Stephanie in Texas. Is it possible for someone to be in love with more than one person?
Yes.
Yes.
And I also...
Well, of course, Tanek. Of course, Tanek.
Fuck you.
But yes.
This motherfucker got some love on repeat.
To me, it brings you to the debate about whether or not humans were meant to be monogamous, and I think it's just unrealistic to expect anybody to be that way. As a human, you can't control the people you fall for. You could be the most devoted motherfucker in the world to whoever your significant other is, but that doesn't mean that one day you won't meet somebody who's just gonna make you fucking take a step back and be like, holy shit, I'm feeling this girl or guy. And I think it's perfectly possible.
Right.
It happens. You meet people every single day, and you're gonna meet you're probably gonna meet however many thousand people before you die, and to truly think that there's only one person ever for you, it's not realistic. Not when You know, not when you can, you know, meet somebody and find out that they
Under the right
understand the same,
circumstances, and
Yeah.
or find out they're into the same shit as you, or you know, get something that you felt your significant other never got. I mean, it just, you know, and I think that could happen multiple times. You never truly know. I mean,
yeah.
you know, so doesn't mean you always act on it, but just, I truly think that yes, it is possible.
God of Death says we're all animals and we just want sex more and more.
Oh, fucking virgin.
Did you have anything you wanted to add to that, Tanek?
No, I definitely,
specifically tonight.
I definitely,
Yeah,
I definitely,
Tanek.
I definitely
You
think
wanna
it's impossible.
Add a little bit.
I definitely think it's possible for anyone to be in love with one or more.
How are you? Hey, how are you?
If y'all don't shut the hell up. But anyway, I think it's
Pitch up a TP?
if you don't shut up, God. I think I definitely think it's possible for anyone to be in love with more than one person because like Cass said, it's just it's human instinct, and under the right circumstances, you know, somebody at, you know, even if it's just one point in time, you know, could offer you something more than your significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, you know, whatever the hell you guys are, offers. You know, there's always going to be somebody that, you know, will just cross your mind, even if it's just for a second, and make you, you know, just like Cass said, take a step back and be like, well, wow, I like her, or geez, you know, I wonder what my life would be like if, you know, if that was my girl, or something like that. But I definitely think it's possible. I don't think it'll happen to everybody, because, you know, there are those people that, you know, can just stick with one person their whole life. You know, there are people who, you know, get with their high school sweetheart and literally
See,
stay with that person until they die. But
I have to interject really quick because
Mhm.
that may be true, and somebody could make the choice to stay with like a high school sweetheart their whole life,
Mhm.
but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's impossible for them to meet somebody during that time and have caught feelings or fallen for them, even if
Right.
they didn't act on it.
True. Yeah,
You
they
could
don't always
you could be
act
the
on it.
most loyal motherfucker, and I mean, you could probably ask any of these old fucks who, from the baby boomer generation that believed in getting married once and all that. I know a lot of them would say the same thing. You know what I mean? That's why motherfuckers are so quick to get divorced nowadays, because they know that we don't have to believe in that ideal anymore. It's, you know, it's sure it's nice to think like, oh, you should marry once and that's it, but motherfucker, over 50% of these marriages end in divorce anyway. So because everybody knows, like, you know, the attitude and the mentality has shifted in society, and we know that there are many people out there, and we shouldn't hold
It's so
ourselves.
easy to get caught.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So easy. Especially with social media. Fucking, damn, you get fucking caught in a heartbeat.
mhm.
Definitely.
Nick.
Hmm? Oh Lord.
What about God of Death? Did he hear that? I wonder if he heard that question.
Yeah, and
Oh
he
no, he said
literally
we're all
left
animals.
1,000
Yeah,
comments about having sex
yeah.
with Artful.
Yep, I just saw it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that was a good one. That was a good topic there. John from Bear, Delaware. He said thoughts on E3. So we'll let Tanek go last on that one because he's the most well versed on that subject. I will say I did catch some of the highlights, and I've heard that Sony shut it down and really stole the show. I'm excited to have Crash back on PS4. I did enjoy Crash Bandicoot games a lot. Um, Other than that, I mean, Hidek told me that Tekken was coming out in the first quarter next year. I'm definitely excited for that. And you know, I just hope that Sony continues to progress, and I hope that we're not gonna have a fucking brand new system in a year because I just bought this motherfucker 2 years ago.
Yep.
So, although I heard Xbox possibly coming out with another system. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I'll be talking about that once.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, I really hope we're not worried about competing with them. It seems like they're making it in response to the fact that we're busting their ass. But, yeah, I mean, I was talking to Tanak, and he said it's always been a dream of his to go to E3. And I said, why don't we try to go next year, maybe? Well, first, you got to be able to walk on a pier first before you can get on a plane. So, we'll let you know how that goes. But, you know, I think E3 would be something cool to go to. You know, I like games. So, how about you, Artful? Anything that you took from it?
There really wasn't much. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the whole gaming scene, it's getting hard now to come out with something unique and exciting, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, you know what? Go ahead, Tanaka.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go there.
I'm gonna be honest, and as excited as I get and hype I get over games, E3 this year, Sony did put on a very impressive show, but honestly E3 sucked. And this year honestly just seemed like it was nothing but a big ass light show about, you know, who had brighter lights, who was, you know, who could swing their cock out the biggest at their, you know, press conference and stuff like that. And PlayStation definitely did a good job about that. And the thing that pisses me off the most is that both companies are making repeat versions of their current consoles just to compete in the PC market. And I actually made a video about this either yesterday or the day before. We have the PlayStation 4 Project Neo, which is supposed to release this year, and then we have the Project Scorpio for Xbox, which releases next year. And not to mention, Xbox also has another console that they're releasing next year. Now, don't get me wrong, these systems are all the same as your current systems. Like the PlayStation Neo is nothing but a PS4 with some beefed up features. The Xbox Scorpio is nothing but an Xbox One with some beefed up features. They're all going to play the same games and stuff. But Xbox, I'll give them one thing. The system that they're releasing this year is what their Xbox One should have been originally, and maybe they would have did a little bit better in this whole console battle if they would have released a console like this to begin with. Like, it has Blu-ray capabilities now. It can do 4K output. It can basically do everything the PS4 can do. So it's, you know, it's actually a little bit of a better system. But other than that, when I watched all these press conferences, I just noticed they were all just light shows, you know, who had the prettiest looking games. Like PlayStation did nothing but announce a bunch of games that don't even come out for another 2 years. Besides, besides you know, the next Call of Duty, Titanfall, you know, the normal shit you expect every year, and a few indies, there was nothing special there. And the same thing with Microsoft. Every single game that all these guys played was to be announced, in development. There wasn't even, you know, releasing in 2017. It was just, you know, you'll see this fucking game in your console one day. And it's just, I don't know. I just think, you know, this year was just all about, you know, showcasing, we're just having, you know, super awesome hardware that competes with PC and blah blah blah. And like, the thing is, consoles are about, you know, being convenient. Like, if I wanted to spend, you know, billions of dollars and, you know, build a super PC, I'd go play PC. I wouldn't have a PlayStation or an Xbox. I don't know. They need to stop with all this showcase, light show shit. Yes, I understand, you know, nice graphics are nice, but, you know, give us some games. Give us a reason to, you know, play. And BB Arc is not that great. I played it on Xbox. It's kind of stupid. But I'm gonna, when it comes on PS4.
Is Arc like the Rust with dinosaurs?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just I don't get the concept of it. Like, it's freaking Turok as an MMO, in all honesty. It's not horrible, but I don't get it. It's freaking Fallout in the Stone Age. It's weird. I don't know how to describe that game.
It's basically supposed to be like Minecraft.
Ah, that does make sense.
Like, have you ever seen General Sam play The Forest?
Yeah, of course.
It's like all those games. It's like The Forest, it's like Rust, it's like all that shit. You
Right.
can just run around and dick around and do whatever you want, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't played it, so I don't know. I've just seen other people play it.
Yeah.
People in my free company play that shit.
Yeah, that was very informative, Mike.
Thank you.
I love that you told them they sucked. E3, you guys suck. What you gonna do? Shut my YouTube stream down? Probably will. So if you guys don't hear from us, you know what happened. Let's see. We got one last question here. This was a generated one that we looked up. This is not a user question. This one said, if you saw your best friend's boyfriend or girlfriend kissing another guy or girl, would you tell them?
So if I saw my best friend's boyfriend or girlfriend kissing someone else besides their significant other,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely.
You would tell them?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you tell them?
True. Your best friend's boyfriend or girlfriend. Okay, alright. I got the freaking... I had the question in my head, backwards in my head.
What the fuck?
I don't even know what the hell I was
fucking
thinking it was. I guess
Oh,
so.
he was thinking if you saw your best friend kissing someone else, would you tell their girlfriend or boyfriend?
Of course he would think that. Big fucking heart pulse over here, man.
Yeah.
iHeartRadio over here.
Typically I try to just stay out of people's relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like easy to get caught up in something that's not your business, and can be all bad from there. However, if it was my best friend's girlfriend and I saw her doing some shit like that, I would more than likely tell him. Assuming that she didn't see me. If she saw me, I'm sure it would be a whole different story. But I don't know how that would play out. But if I just saw them out or something, I wouldn't say anything like that. Also, I would take into consideration if they were both my friends. Because if they were both my friends, I would stay the fuck out of it completely.
Right.
And I say this because I'm going to share a quick story with you guys listening and those who listen later. Last year, I hung out with a really good friend, one of my best friends, basically my best friend, for the last, about a year. Other than these guys, obviously, we're childhood friends. But I mean, this is I was hanging out with her, and we just went to get a drink, and the bar was kind of poop. We left. Stopped by the liquor store, just quickly. I ran into who at the time was one of my closest friends. I ran into her brother-in-law. Hey, what's up, man? Shake hands, whatever. Boom. Got a bottle, left. Mind you, I wasn't even drinking. Alright, the bottle, my friend picked up a bottle for herself. Just a small little handle. So I left, chilled for a little, and I went home. Didn't get home late. Not even 11 o'clock. The next day, I'm chilling. I'm off work. I'm relaxing. Watching Spider-Man on a movie channel. Because when I'm home, I like to just watch comic book movies whenever they're showing on the movie channel. So I'm chilling, enjoying that. And I get a text. A long, threatening text. It goes something like, so I've been hearing things that have been going on in your personal life. And I'm just telling you now that I know about them, and if you continue to do these things, I'm going to be telling your girlfriend. And as soon as I see said person text me, which was, like I said, one of my closest friends at that time, and for a long time, I said, oh, this is obviously because I was hanging out with my friend and I ran into her brother-in-law. So she tries to uh to send a text immediately after and say, and this is not because of anything recently, which clearly meant it was because of anything. It was because
Yeah.
of the fucking night before. So I said to her, I don't know what you think you know, but you clearly don't know what you're talking about. And I appreciate the fact that you and me are supposed to be really good friends, and you're just telling me that you're gonna fuck my relationship up, rather than asking me. I don't think that's what a friend does. Because she's become good friends with my girlfriend as well, and my whole opinion was, you were my friend first. If you really had a concern, you should be asking me rather than telling me that you know shit that you really don't. Because when I told her what was going on, she said, I don't have any examples, but it's just things that I've heard. And I'm like, okay. So you're basically telling me you have nothing. And you're basically shitting on our friendship that we had well before I, started dating my girlfriend. And you're telling me that you're willing to fuck my relationship up. And her reasoning was because I don't lie to people anymore. Well, no one's
That's
asking
cute.
you to lie, first of all. No one's asking you to say anything. You should be telling yourself to say the fuck out of other people's relationships, especially when you're friends with both of them. Now, mind you, nothing happened in front of said brother-in-law. There was nothing questionable. I was just at the liquor store with another girl. He made a comment, and she took it and ran with it. He never told her that she saw me doing anything, or anything along those lines. And as a result of all of this, me and her are friends, but we have never been as close as we were since that day. And we got together a couple months later, and she apologized and said she after it happened, she wished that she didn't say anything, or at the very least asked. She made a comment that she feels that my girlfriend is more vulnerable than I am, which is why she felt a need to speak up for her. And I said to her the same thing I said before. Why wouldn't you just ask me? If you knew something and you asked me and then I lied to you, alright, fuck it. Then you clearly know I don't trust you and I'm not, I'm lying to you. Then that's your choice as a human being to do what you want to do.
Right.
However, you just text me accusing me of bullshit. So it really, it really, really frustrated me. And then she said, well, what would you do? I would hope you would do the same thing for me. And I was like, no, I'd stay the fuck out of your relationship if it, um, you know, because I'm cool with both of you, and that's not my business. And my buddy put it this way. He said, she's no longer your friend. She's your friend, but she's your girl's friend. That's who her loyalty is to now. And ever since then, I was like, you know what, you're right. So I don't trust her with shit. I don't update her with nothing. And it is funny because I went to go visit my good friend, the one that I mentioned, who I had been out with that night, because she moved to Texas. I went to go visit her recently, and I get a text from former close friend, and she goes, "Hey, are you really in Texas?" Well, yeah, I'm tagging myself in fucking places out here in the Houston and surrounding areas. And then she goes, "Oh, that's cool. Is it for work or vacay or what?"
Digging
Ladies
deep.
and gentlemen, I,
Gee, I wonder
I
why.
work for a state-run program. How the fuck am I gonna be going to Texas to train for work when I can't even take my kids out of the state of Delaware over the border to any attractions nearby? I kept it cool. I didn't come at her, but it was the same thing. She was being nosy, and she just wanted me to say whatever she was hoping I would say. And I just told her, "Nah, I'm just on vacation, visiting a friend." And that was it. Didn't answer anything else. Didn't let her ask anything. I changed the subject. And that was that. And it just goes to show you that, some people will say, you know, they're not really, they don't want to do that no more, get involved. But some people are just fucking nosy and they can't control themselves. Don't be that person. You got a best friend, you see their girlfriend doing something, you tell your best friend. That's one thing. If you're fucking best friends with both of them, you stay the fuck all the way out of it. It's that simple. You don't know
All
what's
the
going on.
way.
And it's not your business. Their relationship is not your business. And what's funny is her boyfriend told her to stay the fuck out of it. He's told her it's not her business. She doesn't need to be saying anything. She didn't listen. And in turn, she lost a close friend. And now I'm just a friend. Not close anymore.
They say he's just a friend.
Yeah, I really am. And I wouldn't trust her with shit anymore after that. And it's unfortunate.
That's good. I personally hope you wouldn't, especially since we all know this individual. I guess that makes it my turn, huh?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Me personally, if it was happening to my best friend, of course I would tell. But it just depends on who it is and what the circumstances are with me. But for the most part, yeah, I would tell, unless it would, unless it was for some odd reason saying something would be I guess, a really bad scenario for all three of us, which I don't see how, because me personally, I wouldn't want to see any of my friends getting played by their girlfriend or boyfriend, so I wouldn't want that. Like, if I caught you or Artful's girl doing something wrong, of course I would say something to you guys, without a doubt. But I don't know. Yeah, for the most part, I would definitely speak up about it. I wouldn't want to see that happen to anybody.
Good answer. Well, that was all the user questions, and we had a few extras because, we had listeners chiming in.
Yep.
And asking us shit. So, actually, someone said, God of Death said, I would tell them, what? In hint form, like, hey bro, yo girl, I don't trust her, she be doing things you won't like. I don't know how much of a hint form that is. That sounds like you're basically telling him, so I mean, at that point you might as well tell him. Well, we got one last user question. Apparently, TrueStar is really enjoying this little live podcast we got going on. He asked, or he or she, I don't know, asked one last thing. Do you believe? What's so funny?
Oh no, TrueStar's a guy.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure. I didn't know, so I just didn't want to assume. He says, "Do you believe in ghosts?"
Who would like to start?
You can, since you have a big fear of death.
Do I believe in ghosts? This will sound crazy, but yeah.
Doesn't sound crazy.
I actually heavily believe in ghosts.
Okay. Have you ever had any experiences that you felt were paranormal?
Did you ever get a cold hand job from a ghost?
Yeah. Shoot. That was fucking great. No, I'm kidding. No, I haven't had any paranormal experiences, but I do think there's a lot of weird stuff in this world that happens that really just can't be explained, and from a certain stature it can look kind of impossible for a person to do. I don't know, there's just too many weird things that that happened. I honestly believe in ghosts. I believe demons exist and all kinds of stuff. Like there are times I'll see shootings and stuff on TV, and I'll just look at them. I'll be like, there's no way a normal-hearted human being is fucking doing that to somebody. That person has to be possessed or something. But I don't know. I just think I believe there's some type of evil out there that's beyond our reach.
For others who don't know, Tanek was raised in a very religious household. So when he tells you like dark demons and possess and things like that, that's kind of influences his stance, so to say. But me personally, I don't know what to believe. I can't say I've ever seen one. I've had camera or film from cameras, pictures back in the day when you actually had to take pictures with film. I've had white little auras or whatever, orbs in the picture. Especially like I've been to a place in Santa Barbara, California, which had like an old mission, and apparently was frequented by afterlife. A couple of those little orbs showed up in my picture. Most people used to say, yeah, that's ghosts or whatever, but I really don't know. My cousin claims that she's haunted. She she said that she's had a couple experiences. And she said, well, I thought it was their house, and my uncle basically said it's just her because she's had these experiences. But she basically said when she was pregnant with her second child, she was visited by her mom's brother who passed away, so her uncle. And she said there was no way to explain it, but he was there and he touched her stomach and that was it. I spent the night at their house many times in the summertime when I would go to California to visit, and I will say there was one night I was in the back room and I was scared shitless. I was 16 years old, and it just sounded like there was people whispering in the house right in the hallway near the bedroom door where I was at, and I was scared to death. I was actually on the phone with one of my buddies in Delaware, and I was like, yo, I'm fucking freaking out right now because that's the one time I ever truly felt like I was in a fucking scary house or haunted. Something extra was going on. It scared me. And she said that her second child, same one she was pregnant with when she got visited, used to see somebody in the house. She called him the man. And they say that when kids are the ones who see them. And she said that he used to always say, like, no, the man is down there. And he didn't want to go down there because of the man, or go down the hallway because of the man. So, I mean, maybe he was seeing something. I don't know personally. Like I said, I can't say that I've ever seen one. My mom's convinced that we lived in an apartment that was haunted when I was younger. It's just me and her, and it was a one-bedroom apartment, and she said that the door used to always be open, even though we slept with it closed. Or maybe it's the other way around. Whatever way. And she would never get up to do it, but it would always happen. And she said that was one place she was scared to live in. I don't, have any true memory of that happening, but,
Interesting.
How about you, Artful?
I mean, I guess I don't know if it's necessarily ghosts that I believe in, but I believe like if there's like a strong emotional attachment to something that I don't know, I feel like people can leave that emotion behind. You know what I mean? Like.
Right.
When you go to those asylums and all those people that were tortured and killed or whatever, bad shit happened to them, and You know, it doesn't feel like you should be there and stuff like that. You know, just like those kind of places. I mean, I know most of them are just like tourist attractions, or they're just old ass buildings that there's really nothing there. But no, I mean, I kind of believe in that stuff. I mean, there's times when you're just alone, and for no reason, the hair on the back of your neck stands up, and you're just like, okay, what the fuck was that? And it's just like, you know,
Right.
and you take a quick look around, or you know, even sometimes you'll just be sitting there and you feel like you saw something, but then you're like, I don't know if I saw something, or maybe I'm just fucking crazy, or I don't know.
Right.
But I mean, as far as experiences, I never had anything crazy. I know my girlfriend, she goes through this weird feeling where she has this recurring dream of, well, she says it's a demon, but basically it's like sleep paralysis. Like, she'll be asleep, and then in her mind she's awake, and she said she's seeing herself asleep, but she can't move. And like, I've actually been there next to her one time, and I shook her, and I was like, you know, and it took a little bit for her to come back. And I was like, okay. I was like, what the fuck was that? And she was like, that was my sleep paralysis thing. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I understand, like, because I remember when I took a psychology class or something, and they were talking about REM sleep and how your body shuts down slowly, and there's that, like, once you start getting into that deep sleep, that's when all your muscles relax, and it's hard for them to, you know, just kick back on. So me personally, I think it's because she's a really light sleeper, and like, if she gets, you know, like, maybe her mind's aware, but her body can't click back on as quickly as she would want it to. So that's what I personally think it is. But I don't know. I mean, you know, there's shit like that that's just inexplainable, and there's not enough science around it to prove or disprove that it exists. I mean, that bullshit about Bigfoot, I don't believe that fucking stupid shit at all. But but as far as ghosts, yeah, I mean, I believe it. Especially if there was just like that emotional attachment. I think that's possible. Definitely.
Yeah.
God of Death said, I believe in ghosts, man. I got a bunch of ghost stories. And then True Star said, I've seen 2 ghosts when I was younger. So, I mean, obviously the common theme is when you were a kid, apparently that's the best time to see them. But yeah, I don't believe in a lot of those conspiracy shits. I mean, Bigfoot thing, I have a kid I work with, he's 14, and he basically told me flat out he believes everything he reads on the internet and sees. He was like, there's no way you can Photoshop Bigfoot. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you can.
But yeah, I mean, that's, afterlife is definitely, I mean, I don't buy those little ghost hunting bullshit tools and stuff like that either. I feel like that's a crock of shit. If you're gonna talk to a ghost, they're gonna be there, and that's that. But I mean, people believe in it hardcore. So same thing with like aliens. I mean, I think there's more evidence that there could be aliens out there, but
Yeah.
that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see aliens, just play Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, because that game's gonna fucking suck, and hey, beat me up, Scotty.
God of Death, Red's Third Dimension Gaming. Yes, we are live.
Hey, what's up, Red?
Missed out. We had a long list of questions submitted by different users, and we're actually getting ready to wrap it up. But we were just talking about ghosts and if we believed in them. And then God of Death said, we threw it at the wall and it made the same exact noise we heard. I don't really know what he threw at the wall. I guess he threw a ghost at the wall. I don't know.
Probably threw his fucking nuts at the wall.
Oh, and he said if you want to play in space, Red said, if you want to play in space, you should play COD Ghosts. You should play any COD after Black Ops.
Yeah,
They're
pretty
all acting
much.
on a space element.
Call of Duty in space.
Oh, he said,
I don't
"Yo,
know.
okay, my bad. I didn't send the first part of the story about throwing the ghost at the wall."
Rip. Yeah, so Tanek and Cass enjoy playing that. However you can, I guess. Cause
Yeah, it was multiplayer reveal supposedly in September or earlier, so we'll see what it's about.
Wait, so there's no beta?
No, I'm guessing that's when the beta is going to happen, when the reveal is.
Fucking a month before it comes out?
Yeah, I don't see the point. But then again, I was watching one of Chaos Silencer's videos, and he actually said it wasn't bad because the beta for Black Ops 3 was at the end of August. So if this one's the beginning of September, it's really only a week or two off of the Black Ops 3 beta. So.
Doskevz said, "Okay, we heard a jingle a couple of times from downstairs, and it sounded like something being hit on the wall." And then Red said, "So Battlefield 1 or Titanfall 2? I'm gonna go neither, but if I had to pick, I would try Battlefield 1.
If I had to pick, it'd be Titanfall 2. Just because I know it already.
You wanna tell the users before we wrap up? Doskevz said, "We checked it out and there was a ball in the middle of the floor and we threw that." Oh, okay, so he threw that at the wall. It made the same exact noise we heard. So, what's it for? I don't know. Tanek, you wanna let the users know real quick before we wrap it up why you have no interest in the older war games?
Oh Lord, do I have to?
I mean, you get to give them a little insight.
yeah,
Alright,
insight into the world of Tanek.
Alright, long story short, guys, when it comes to FPS, I am a sight needy freak. I need some type of sight. I'm horrible with iron sights. I really can't use them too much in shooters. There are a few select iron sights and a few guns I can use, like the M16, but I need red dots, ACOGs, reflexes, etc., etc. So I personally try and stick to anything modern or higher when it comes to FPS. And Artful and Cass think I'm a bitch. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yes.
Good point, Red. I can use a sniper. That is a very good point.
I forget which Call of Duty. I think it was World at War that had like, it was a sniper rifle, but it had like dirt and shit in the lens, and I was just like, "The fuck is this, man?" Like, you don't put dirt effects on any of the other weapons, but the one with a sight, you gotta throw some fucking dirt on the lens and shit.
Gotta get that dirt off your lens.
But, I mean, I haven't really heard or really cared to learn much about Titanfall 2, but, it's basically the same response I have for Call of Duty. If I wanted to play fucking Mobile Suit Gundam, I would probably go and buy a Mobile Suit Gundam game. I mean, it's just a fucking blatant ripoff of something that's been done. And, yeah, you know, or better yet, you know, just make an Armored Core game. Or something that isn't fucking an idea that's being ripped off. But, hey. You know, whatever.
He loves the Gundams. Alright, so any final comments or anything, guys, that you'd like to add in before we wrap this up?
No, I'm good.
I just want to say thank you for everybody that tuned in. I mean, I know we're down some users at the end here, but for a little while we had several viewers and they were actively giving some questions. It was good to interact with you guys. Just know that this is, you know, Q&A night. It's not always going to be this. We're going to have more individual topic focuses. But tonight we wanted to give you guys what we promised you the last time we all streamed together, and we did a Q&A, and you guys asked us questions, and we all gave our opinions. Some of them differ, some of them were similar. That's what you kind of hope for in a podcast. You can get into some pretty good debate sometimes. I think that the next time we have this podcast, it's gonna be more about games. More specifically, we're gonna probably have some debates on some of the greatest games of all time, because Tanek and I were debating that before we started streaming. So
Oh yeah.
I think it might be a good one to kind of have a podcast on. But just a little spoiler alert. Tanek never liked GoldenEye. Yep, I know. I feel the same.
Hey, it's not that I didn't like GoldenEye. I have a better game. But before we start, we're gonna wait to the next podcast before we get into that. And there's a quick question from God of Death and one from Red. Red wanted to know how often do we plan on doing this. I was gonna say probably once a week, maybe more if possible. But
once a week would be good if possible. If not, every other week at the furthest.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a steady cast and maybe a guest appear a week or something.
And
if we can do something like this, where Q&A will be once a month and everything else would be like topics.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be good.
Definitely. And God of Death asked if there were no more girls in the world, would we go gay?
Nah.
Cass?
Nay.
Sorry, I just personally love beating my dick more than most other things in life. So
I was gonna say I would just do that and beat off the rest of my life.
I'm sorry. There's just something about a dude's fucking beard touching my ball sack that it's not appealing, really.
Well, if there were no more females in the world, guys, what I would personally do is I would take Artful, I would take Cass, and I would take Red's Third Dimension Gaming, and I would hold all three of them down and pound their buttholes one at a time.
I'm sure that's what you would do.
Just kidding.
First dead motherfucker.
I would do like Cass and Artful said and just beat my meat for the rest of my life.
And God of Death said, you say that now, but you would.
You would.
No, I wouldn't.
That means he probably would.
Letting you know straight up.
Yeah,
we know
God of Death is going to go around and kill every woman in the world. Like, guys, are you ready?
Red said I'm out.
Gay shit. Alright, good night, Red.
Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, we're glad you guys all were able to come in here and interact with us. It was a fun podcast. I believe it's going to be up to listen to at any time. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys ever want to listen in, just feel free and give that little stream a play button. Especially if you're driving somewhere, you got a little bit of a hike somewhere. It'll definitely keep you company
mow the lawn.
on your ride. It'd be nice, yeah, exactly. It'd be nice if we could get this thing going and have some of you guys really into it and start sharing it around or listen to it.
Have some visitors. We can have subscriber topics or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll put guests on here. I have no problem doing that.
The show is gaming, talk, and nerdism. So anything in between those three. And when you say talk, that pretty much covers fucking anything. So when you guys can come up with a topic, we can talk about it. And save your Q&As, guys. If you have them, leave them in the comments. Message myself, Tanek, Artful, however you want to get these questions to us. Message them to us, and we can save them for the next Q&A. And hopefully we can have some good conversation. So with that being said, I'm gonna let the host of the show, Tanek, roll us out.
The hostess with the mostest.
Alright, guys. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, coming through. You guys definitely made this first episode of the podcast awesome. Definitely went a lot longer and a lot better than than I was thinking. I loved having the extra questions and everything in here, and I'm sure Artful and Cast did too. I want you guys all to be sure to check out all their social media and YouTube links and everything. I do have them all over here on the screen, and they will also be in the description below on the full version of the video that should be posted sometime tonight whenever it finishes processing. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127, Cast1187, aka Doskevz, Artful Vengeance, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.
See ya.